Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, got its name because of its red color. It looks red due to the high amounts of iron oxide contained in its soil. Mars is also the name of the Roman god of war, similar to the Greek god Ares. The planet's two satellites, Phobos and Deimos, were named after Ares' two sons. Mars is one of the four terrestrial planets and is 6,794 kilometers in diameter. Mars' orbit is just outside that of the Earth's, averaging 220 million kilometers away from the Sun. Its orbital period around the Sun is 686.98 days, and its rotational period is 24 hours, 37 minutes, and 23 seconds. Because Mars' orbital speed is half as fast as the Earth's, its seasons are twice as long as the Earth's seasons. Mars is roughly half the diameter of the Earth's and 15% of its volume. Its circumference is 21,334 kilometers and its rotational axis is 25.19 degrees, almost the same as the Earth's. So Mars has seasons just like the Earth does. Mars' orbital eccentricity is approximately 9%, which is larger than most other planets in our solar system. Only Mercury has a larger orbital eccentricity. Its surface area is only a quarter of the Earth's, and its volume is roughly 1/10. In comparison to the Earth, Mars is quite small. Its density is 3,930 kilograms per cubic meter, which is smaller than the Earth's. The small density means that the internal structure of Mars is different from that of the Earth. In particular, it is estimated that the core inside of Mars is smaller than Earth's, and that it is made of elements that are lighter than those that make up the Earth's core. Mars orbits the solar system in oval shape. The point of the orbit closest to the Earth is 55 million kilometers away. The point farthest from the Earth is 410 million kilometers away, and the average distance is 225 million kilometers. The coldest surface temperature on Mars is minus 140 degrees Celsius. The hottest surface temperature is 200 degrees Celsius, and the average surface temperature is minus 80 degrees Celsius. The low temperature is caused by the fact that Mars has a thin atmosphere that is unable to retain heat. Because of the low temperature, Mars has polar caps. The polar caps are two white areas in the polar regions of Mars that are covered in snow or ice, which means they are huge pieces of ice. The main component of the polar caps is dry ice, which changes with Mars' seasons, getting bigger in winter and smaller in summer. In other words, the carbon dioxide ice sublimates in summer, so that the rock surface appears, and then turns into ice again in winter. Mars' atmosphere is very thin, so the atmospheric pressure is very low, roughly 7.5 millibars. The atmosphere is around 95% carbon dioxide, 3% nitrogen, and 1.6% argon. It also contains trace amounts of oxygen and water vapor. Mars' thin atmosphere is due to its small gravity. The atmospheric pressure around the planet's surface is 0.006 atm, roughly 0.75% of the Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere of Mars has much lower concentration of oxygen than on Earth, so we humans wouldn't be able to breathe there. The surface of Mars is made of basalt and is mostly covered with iron oxide fine dust. It consists mostly of iron and 60% is sulfur. The core of Mars is surrounded by a silicon mantle. Until 1965, when the Mariner 4 flew close to Mars, people believed that there would be water on Mars due to the bright and dark patterns in Mars' polar regions that change periodically. The discovery of large amounts of ice created an expectation that there would be water and life on Mars. However, due to the low atmospheric pressure, liquid water cannot exist and there is no possibility of life on Mars. The topography of Mars is divided into a northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere has flat plains all around made by lava.